guys, this is Robert with RPG Outdoors, and this is the other host, Angela. This is RPG. Today we're going to do another DIY. If you're wondering what we're doing, if you notice on the keel of these kayaks, whenever you come up on the boat ramps, you get a lot of rash from that. Now you can buy stick-on keel guards. They don't stay on as long, they wear out pretty easy. So today we're going to show you guys how to take a piece of PVC and make a heavier duty one that's going to last a little bit longer with just simple tools. And I think this is going to be like under 20 bucks. So we'll post all the stuff like we usually do at the end of the video. Shout out to my buddy Lewis. He's behind the scenes, but he's going to be helping us doing this and bring you guys another DIY. So get ready, here we go. Alright guys, to start off, first you want to take a permanent marker, and the way we're finding out the length we want to do, you look on the kayak, you're going to see the scars from where you're using it already. So we're going to go a little bit past. We have scarring up to here. We're going to give it about another 2 inches, and then with the thickness of the pipe, this is going to raise it off the ground, so you're not going to have to worry about everything back here. So we ended up with 16 inches here. That's how we measured that, 16 inches. And then we're using 1 inch. This is electrical conduit PVC. It's gray in color, so it kind of blends in with the kayak instead of having the solid white, having to paint it. So hopefully this is going to blend a little bit better. We've already made our mark on this. We measured 16 inches. We're going to make our cut. To make it a little bit easier, you can use a hacksaw, you can use any kind of saw, but we're using some PVC cutters here. So I'm going to be frying my pre-marked spot, and we will cut this. And they're ratchet action, so all you're going to do is keep ratcheting it in until it cuts your piece, like so, and you have your 16-inch piece. And then next we're going to take our straight edge, any ruler, anything will help, and you're going to put it directly across the pipe here. You're going to make a line, so whenever we heat this up, we're going to cut it with a razor blade, and that way your line is straight and it doesn't have any swivels. So on this step, we're just going to take pictures, and as we go, and then we'll do a voiceover on that. See what we're doing? Just like so. Alright, what I'm doing here is the first one, we kind of placed it on the kayak and we formed it so that it opens the pipe up to begin with. And then now that we got a shape that we want, it's pretty much almost there. Now we're just going in sections. As you can see, this is already really loose. And I'm going to heat up first the back section, put it on the kayak. We're going to form one section at a time. Just make sure and keep in mind of your marks. And then we're just going to hold it where we want it here. And you're going to pinch the sides. That way it lays flat. Like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to do in sections. And then to help cool it a little bit faster as it's on there, you pour a little bit of water on it, and then it will cool it. Go ahead and cool that one loose. See how I'm holding it? And simple water will make it stop moving around, and it retains the shape. So also be sure and wear some kind of gloves that are heat resistant. I can feel it through these just a little bit, but if you wear regular ones or just bare hands, it's probably going to be pretty hot. So as you can see, you can get in close right here, you can see where that's hugging that keel real close, and that's what you're trying to do. We're just going to go in sections because it's hard to do the whole thing in one shot. So we're going to continue to do this until we get it all flattened out. Here we just continued to shape the front one section at a time until we got the shape that we wanted. Next, we're going to show you how we shape the front piece and cut it. Alright, on this next step we're going to cut. We've already done one side, but I want to show you guys how we accomplish this. You can simply take a bottle, anything that's round edge, and you place it on to make that round corner so you know which way to go. We were using our little grinding disc. You just pick the two flat sides on either side, like so, if I can get it to quit moving. And then you just take your marker and you mark that round corner, like so. That way you know how much to cut off and it achieves this end. Once we did that, you can take a file or sandpaper, do it by hand. We're using a little grinder here to knock that edge off, and then also make it sharp so when the water hits it, it displaces it. You don't have any drag in it, and it'll look something like this at this step. So we're going to go ahead and cut this one, shave this down, and then we'll show you guys once we're on the kayak. At this point, we're cleaning off with alcohol to take anything that's going to hinder the adhesion of the two-way tape from your guard to your kayak. Be sure not to hit your marks because it will take them off. That way you know exactly where they go. Just give it a real good scrub down. Make sure you got most of the dirt out of there. And simple. Now we're going to add the two-way tape to the guard and install. Also clean the inside of your guard, because this pipe also will have a slick surface to it. That way you get a good adhesion on both ends. Alright, at this point, this is RPG's putting on the two-way tape on the inside of this pipe. You want to make sure and try and cover this evenly. There will be some gaps in between because of the size of the tape, but just do as best as you can and cover as much surface as you can without letting that tape wrinkle up. If you let it wrinkle, and then you're going to create a space between the guard and the kayak, and you don't want that. You'll allow water to get in there. So we're going to try and do this as neatly as possible. Alright, here we have put all the two-sided tape inside, and there you go. We have one small piece, but it's on the inside where it overlaps, so we cut that out and we put a fresh new piece in there. And then we're going to install it onto the kayak. You start at the front, you have a mark, and you put your tip on the mark, and then you work your way back. And you apply even pressure all the way down. And you just hold it down for a little bit and let the two-way tape do its job. Now you can take a little bit of Scotch-Brite. You can see this pipe's been rolling around for a little while. You can Scotch-Brite this where it cleans it up a little bit. But as you can see, the gray on gray looks way better than the white pipe would be. So there you go, guys. There is your keel guard. We gotta squeeze it down a little more on the front. But here we go.